Hello, friends. Just checking in. I got a lot of wonderful friends out there check in on me and ask me how I'm doing. And um, I have pneumonia. And uh, I am a man. And because I'm a man, I have man brain and I will do stupid things. Meaning, man brain. Just you do dumb things. Um, I started not feeling well about a month ago. And, again, guys, I'm not crying victim or anything here. Just a number of people have asked. I'm just letting you guys know how I'm doing. I wasn't feeling so good. Started with really bad body aching um and just really extreme fatigue. And my attitude was just barrel through it, get up every morning, pound down the caffeine, and uh, Enigma 9 Sigma, how are you doing? Everyone gets sick. I'm just doing this just to kind of give everyone an update. I've had a lot of people inquire to see how I'm doing. And a few weeks ago, I thought I was getting a little bit better, kept pushing through it. And then my man, Endless Rage. Um, then last weekend, I went to the gym with my girlfriend just to do a couple of quick short workouts. And I was just shortly into the first one on last Saturday. I was kind of like, man, I can't catch my breath. Something's wrong. And then the next day, we went back again. An hour into the workout, I told her, I said, I got to cut it short. I am not feeling well. So finally, I went to the clinic a few days ago. It must have been Tuesday now. And anyway, they're like, yeah, we think you have pneumonia. And I had all the symptoms, and they checked me over with a bunch of stuff. They gave me these antibiotics. So pretty much I've been pretty much in bed. Today was the first day I had a little bit of energy. And I got up and I did a little bit of songwriting. I like to write my own. I use Final Cut Pro uh, for my video editing. So I use some of their library of background music, but I also use some of my own. Wrote some more tracks. I have some other videos I want to do. Get back to it. Yeah, I thought it was just like a little cold or something too, but I had pneumonia. So hey, if you guys have something really persistent, definitely check it out. I feel really kind of silly. Uh, so anyway, my lungs are getting better, but my God, these antibiotics, asthma, I forget what they're called, but my God, they just take it out of you. You just want to be in bed all day. So I'm up and around today, and I'm hoping to be back at it for tomorrow, if not Monday. But for someone who likes to work, who has OCD and is a type A driven personality, I don't like this kind of stuff. Yes, I have tried that. I think the antibiotics are working. They said this stuff is different antibiotics. It stays in your system a long time. And I have to take so much for so many days. And then they're like, if you're still not feeling better, you got to come back for more testing. I did a couple of COVID rapid tests last week when I really started to go down again, and they were negative. And you hear so much now about the test, effective, ineffective. So anyway, I just today I had a little bit of energy. I got up, I wrote some backing tracks for some future videos, and I thought I'll just pop on here and say hi to everyone. But I had a lot of people check in on me, and I got to tell you guys, I'm going to do a video about it sometime. But I have met more amazing people through YouTube than a lot of people I know in my own personal circles, and um, I was pretty much done with society towards last year. I was just done. I was just done. But this channel, when it started to pick up, I met some amazing people. Enigma 9 Sigma and Endless Rage for sure. You guys are awesome. And I've had a lot of people asking me how I'm doing, and people on Patreon as well. And I just wanted to do like a quick little live video and maybe just chat with you guys for a few minutes. I had a unique experience happen to me last week. Not guitar and music related, but I wanted to share it anyway. But I want to do a proper video for it. So yeah, open. I'm either going to be back at it tomorrow or Monday. You guys been very patient with your requests. I appreciate it. And there's so much I want to do in the channel. I literally could just work 24/7. Oh, Enigma. I had to gig through 4 nights of being ill. Now, were you just playing guitar? Or were you playing guitar and singing too? Uh, no, not comparing anything. I've been on both sides of that coin, where I was just like the ripping guitar player in a band and I was sick. But then when you have to sing or sing half the night and play, oh, nah, it's all good, brother. I appreciate everybody. It's kind of sad, but I have a few good people in my own personal circle, but I think more of my friends on YouTube than a lot of people I know in real life. I kind of thought at the end of last year, I just got tired of all the fighting on social media and just, when you hear that, when people contact you or you think you have friends, but then you find out like there's hidden agendas and then Wanda, thank you so much, Wanda. You're part of why I wanted to do this today, but you guys are awesome. Really giving me my faith in humanity back. But I'm on the mend. It's just more of the antibiotics. You just want to be in bed and sleep all day. One of the things I'm noticing, guys, and not complaining about age, but like I'm 49, I'm 48, soon to be 49 in a few months. My brain still thinks that I'm like 30 sometimes or 25. So sometimes I get up in the morning. Usually when I'm healthy, I get up early, go to the gym. I'm usually pretty jacked on caffeine, and I have all these plans of getting all these things done in a day, and it's just not the same anymore, man. You don't have the energy to do the stuff you do. You just do the best you can. But I like being productive. Sitting around, lying around, that doesn't work very well for me. It plays a lot of tricks on my mind. So that's what's going on. But I was productive, a little bit productive today. I got the energy. There's been so much focus on the main sickness that's going around, but one of the nurses at the clinic, she told me that people are forgetting about the other flus that are going around. I didn't know what I had. I thought it was like a chest cold. I've had a few bad chest colds in my time, but it's pneumonia. And I was more sick than I realized. I'm a very stubborn personality with man brain. Man brain is an affliction that happens to a lot of men. Just stubborn men that do stupid things, and then you look back and go, "Man, that was kind of stupid." I wish I looked into this. 60s. Wanda, wait till you hit your 60s like me. So join the club. And I don't know if you guys find this, but to function, I need caffeine. Like a lot of caffeine to really, so what happens is I get really jacked up and I get a lot done. And then I and then I crash later on in the day. And then the next day I'm kind of like, oh, I try not to take caffeine every day, but sips coffee. Act like I'm 28. That's awesome. Endless rage. Yeah. I got so much I want to do, guys. I got so many reaction videos I want to do. I've got instructional videos I want to do. I have theoretical videos I want to do. Guitar lessons I want to do. I've been asked by a million people about sweep picking and theoretical stuff. And so I got so much I want to do. I'm down the road. If I can afford it, I'd like to have an assistant. Even there's stuff with YouTube, like you got to maintain, your computers and your memory. And I have all these portable hard drives. So sometimes I have to spend like taking raw files off of SD cards, labeling them, putting them in folders, putting them on your portable hard drives. It's crazy. My man, how are you doing, Art Collector? I want to tell you guys, I saw this kind of a cool YouTube channel recently. When I was down, I was watching it, called Adventures with a Purpose. You see that? It's a rescue crew, a deep diving crew, and they go around to help families who have lost members and cold cases. They go into like areas of water and stuff with sonar, and they find people, and then they recover them, and they end up being like these people that people are looking for. Enigma 9 Sigma. Sweep picking is a blast once you get it down. It is. A lot of people do it wrong. I noticed that a lot, and I'm going to make some more detailed videos. There's so much to YouTube, and the more you get into it, uh, you know, there's some channels people get going with their camera on their phone and they go for quite a while. But when you look at some of these, I was just telling you about this adventures and adventure with a purpose. Like they have a crew, they have video production crew that goes around with them, with the drones, with the cameras, with it's and for me right now I'm a one man show, but you learn more about how important lighting is and lighting and shadows, and it's crazy. But I absolutely love YouTube. I love YouTube, and it took me a while to figure out what the hell Patreon was, but once I got into it and once it's got going, it's awesome, and you meet all these amazing people, and I love it. I just love it, And I was asked by someone, "What do you do like for your day job?" I teach guitar, so I'm a little pickier now. I'm very busy. But usually adult students come to me, and it's the three P's, right? They practice, they're persistent, and they pay you. You don't have to turn into a collection agent and have to track down money or bug people for payment. You don't like getting into that. I'm going to do a video sometime like with some tips to help struggling guitar teachers. But and you want people that practice too. It's not fun when you get someone that comes in every week saying, "Well, I couldn't practice this week. I was busy." But then you can see on their social media that they weren't. But I've paid a lot of dues. I've taught a lot of people, and I'm pretty picky now about who I teach. So, but I love YouTube, and I love YouTube, and I love my Patreon. I really love it. But my work is going to slow down tremendously over the summer, so I'm hoping to even ramp up my YouTube stuff further then. Yeah, I've seen all of Paul Gilbert's instructional videos, but you know something, Enigma? Those videos, they don't talk about a metronome. Those videos from the 80s. Um, how could Paul Gilbert not have influenced me on guitar? I really loved Racer X. I really like Bruce Boyer's playing. There's something about his playing I almost like more than Paul Gilbert's, but um, Paul Gilbert influenced everybody, man. He was awesome. I think that's really cool that did you go to GIT, or was it just like a private lesson thing? But they don't talk about it in those videos. It wasn't until I had my first formal. I told the story in my video a week or two ago. It wasn't until I had my first formal teacher. Down the road, I want to have him on my channel. He lives a few hours from here, but I'd like to have him on. Maybe if the channel, maybe if we hit 5 or 10,000 people. But back in the 80s, people didn't talk about metronomes. It wasn't open, and they're a big part of why most people fail on the guitar. You got to develop your technique to get better. So, but in all those videos, the Chris and Pelletieri one, or the Michelangelo Starlix one, those are very influential lessons. But they didn't say use a metronome and slowly work it up to speed. They said, okay, get up to speed, and we'll see you next time. They're all guilty of that, my man. Why? I don't know. But I loved Racer X. I loved Scarified. Well, yeah, I'm not comparing myself to Paul Gilbert in any way, but that's where I am now with my lessons. I want to, I don't mind if someone wants to like pay a drop-in fee, just saying, hey, can you give me a guitar consultation? That's something I have to advertise too. I can do that, advertise that on YouTube. But I just, it's like with kids. I taught a lot of kids when I was younger, but I just don't do that now. It's nothing against teaching kids. It's just it usually is a short relationship. The child gets a guitar for Christmas or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, I want to learn guitar. It'd be so cool." But then when there's uh, some dedication and practice involved, it's just naturally going to be a short relationship. So what I used to do when I teach kids, I just be upfront with the parents, and I just try and make it as fun as I could. But I'm really busy, so now I don't. Oh, I think Not in a bad way. Well, there you go, man. That's a good guitar teacher. And again, not to compare myself to Paul, but that's where I am now. I have a number of students, but I like to the people that I enjoy teaching. That's kind of what I go by now. I don't have time for a lot of the silliness that can go on with people about never practicing, or you're chasing after them for money, or they keep showing up and don't pay, and you're kind of like, huh? I'll do a video about that some other time. But I paid a lot of dues over the years, and when I was at my business, I had about 100 people a week on top of playing, and it was tough, man. I burnt out. I burnt out. I had a lot of financial pressure to support some people, and it's not what you think. And I worked all the time. It was guitar 24/7, 7 days a week. It's hard to keep that up. Eventually, you're going to burn out. Yeah, no, for sure. Well, he was a demanding teacher, right? For me, I like doing what are called guitar transformations. People that are struggling on the guitar, and then they come to me, and we just transform their playing over a few months and over a year. It's amazing what you can do in a year when you've been given the right direction. So, but yeah, Enigma, email me sometime. No pressure. Just send me an email. But I just want to keep in touch with everyone. And you guys are wonderful. And just right now, I just got to get better. So I'm hoping I'll be back at it tomorrow, but should be Monday. Today, I'm definitely better than I was yesterday. Yesterday, I couldn't even get out of bed. It was brutal. So, Salome, I hey brother, thank you so much. I'm not complaining. There's a lot of people that are sick and more sick than me out there. I'm just wanting to keep in touch and let everyone know that I've just been down for a few days. And you know, uh, Enigma, you never stop learning with music. It doesn't matter how good you get. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't. I'd want to keep doing my YouTube channel, but if I didn't have to worry about money, I would probably get out all my advanced jazz textbooks with a guitar and just lock myself in my studio here for a year. Wanda, I love you guys. Thank you so much. And again, you guys have given me faith in humanity. I've seen more kindness and generosity through people over the internet than I have with a lot of people that have been in my life the past several years. Well, they're not in my life anymore, but Enigma, yeah, yeah. I worked on some flamenco stuff with the fingers. It's a little different. That version of Korn's Blind Unplugged, they give it a flamenco feel, but for the most part, if I want to do anything Spanish, I'll use a Phrygian minor mode when I'm soloing, depending on the chord progression. But so that's anyways, guys. I just wanted to check in. I'm going to go take it easy now. That's what's going on, but I'm hoping to be back at it either tomorrow or Monday. And I miss you guys, and we'll see you soon. Okay. I love Phrygian minor too. It's one of my favorites. All depends on what the mood I'm in, what I'm trying to say. I want to do more videos about scales, but yeah. Thank you so much, Salome, and thank you, Wanda, my good friend in Utica, New York. Actually, it's funny. I lived on the border of Ontario and New York for a long time. Not a long time, a few years. I love that it was called the city was called Cornwall, and I really liked it there. I just my home arrangement was quite bad, so I couldn't deal with it anymore, and I had to leave. But that might be a story for another day. We'll see. But what I loved about it there was right on the border to New York State. You'd be across the customs was 5 minutes away, and I like doing a lot of stuff in New York. I really like doing stuff in the United States. I might make some videos about that sometime. But yeah, you guys rock. Thank you guys so much. And I'm going to run, but we'll talk soon. Okay. I should be back tomorrow or Monday. Take care, guys. Enjoy that. Where I am, the weather's quite nice. We'll talk to you guys soon.